Welcome back to the VQT experience. By now, I'm sure that some of you out there are wondering, is this just another online therapy site? And the answer is, nope, totally different. There are plenty of online practices that offer therapy in the form of phone, FaceTime, emailing, and texting. They offer all kinds of services, everything that a conventional agency would offer, the only difference being that it's all done remotely via phone, texting, and email. One of the most popular of these is Talkspace.com. I encourage you to give it a look if you haven't already. They offer a full line of therapy boasting 1,000+ licensed professionals with availability 24/7 for any time that you want to chat. They offer these services for $32 a week for the most basic package and on up to $49 a week for the premium package. That's a substantial savings, less than a third of the cost of conventional therapy with a licensed professional. That's a pretty good deal if you're looking for conventional therapy conducted remotely or if you just want somebody to talk to. Quasi-therapy is much different. And one of the big differences is my trademark quasi-therapeutic videos that accompany my platform. These quasi-therapy videos feature my proprietary brand of video therapy that's based on methods I've developed over the past 2 decades in my practice. Now, any good therapist, if they're willing to admit it, will tell you that they use at least some of the same rhetoric, illustrations, examples, metaphors, and interventions over and over in their sessions with clients. For example, let's say that I'm dealing with a client who wants to lose weight. A significant portion of what I tell this client over the course of therapy will be exactly the same as what I teach every client who wants to lose weight. This is not because I'm lazy. It's because that rhetoric has proven to be the best for explaining my methods and strategies to my clients and helping them to understand exactly how it works, why it works, and most importantly, how to operationalize or integrate those strategies into their own lives. I spend a lot of time explaining, teaching, and illustrating, doing the psychoeducational part of therapy, which is what makes my therapy so productive, so effective, and so popular. My therapy is not just having someone to talk to. In fact, I tell my clients up front that if that is what they're looking for, just somebody to talk to, they're in the wrong place. Rather, my therapy is more like a crash course in cognitive theory, neurolinguistic programming, cognitive audiovisual techniques, and neurobiology. This training comes complete with diagrams, PowerPoint presentations, and lots of highly specific illustrations and real-life examples. If one is going to win the battle of the bulge, one has to know a lot about the brain itself, what the brain can and cannot do, how to work your way around the very tight security systems that the brain employs, and basically how to reprogram the whole system. And this has to be integrated into powerful psychological strategies and tactics that must be executed in a very specific way to create the highest probability of change. Yes, it is hard. It's a very sophisticated approach, but hey, weight management is a very sophisticated problem. If weight management was any easier, why would 68% of Americans be overweight or obese? Why would Americans spend $55 billion a year at it and still be failing so miserably? What I'm saying here is that when it comes to problems like weight management, managing stress, gaining confidence, developing an exercise mindset, or overcoming anxiety, there is simply a lot of stuff to learn if you're going to be successful. Knowledge is power. The more we know about how our brains really work, the better position we're in to make them work for us. Suffice it to say that I throw a lot of information at my clients. It's a lot to absorb, to fully understand, and to learn how to make it work in their lives. I tell all of my clients up front, this is not going to be a kumbaya experience. If you want to do this, we're going to go and go hard. To that end, every single first session since the beginning of my practice has been absolutely free. I do this because I want my clients to know exactly what they're getting into and exactly how hard we're going to go. At the end of that initial first free session, I give every potential client a chance to bail out if that's not what they want to do. I'm happy to report that people bail out less than 3% of the time. Why? Because they want information, the knowledge. They're thirsty to learn, ready to work hard. They don't want somebody to just listen and nod their head and maybe pat them on the back until they feel better. So this amounts to a lot of information to try and absorb. And since it's information that is fairly universal, as a courtesy to my clients, I came up with the idea to videotape as much of this universal psychoeducational information as I could so that my clients could review what I was telling them in session at their leisure, at home, on video. My strategies are proprietary information, meaning they're my own unique blend of cognitive therapy, neurolinguistic programming, and neurobiology. So there's really nowhere to go to review what I was telling my clients. Thus, I had to produce it myself. And it was an instant hit with my clients. They loved the fact that they could go home and review the information that I was giving them in session by watching those videos on my website. And they could even preview future videos to see what was coming next. But it also had an unexpected side effect. Since the videos were free, clients shared them with their friends and families, which I hadn't really anticipated but was totally fine with, of course. I had no idea how this was going to take off, but it sure did. Pretty soon, I was getting clients showing up specifically because they had seen the videos. I was getting people in my office who had been referred by doctors and nutritionists from all over Fort Wayne. These professionals were encouraging their clients to watch my videos. I didn't even know who half of these referral sources were. I'm still trying to meet all of them. And the rest, they say, is history. I immediately recognized the power of creating these videos for the general public. But it also began to dawn on me that I had invented a new genre of videotapes. This wasn't self-help. It was so much more than that. It was actual psychoeducational therapeutic training with detailed explanations of my proprietary methods and strategies. At first, I'll admit, it was a bit scary for me because I knew my methods were very popular with my clients, and I was honestly a bit leery of putting all my trade secrets out there for the world to see. I was afraid that maybe it wasn't such a great idea, that maybe it would hurt my practice, or that others might try and steal my ideas. But I soon realized that my fears were completely unfounded. People weren't just taking all the information and saying, "Cool, now I don't need to talk to him." It was exactly the opposite. In fact, after viewing my videos, people wanted to talk to me even more. I realized I could tell people everything that I know, but they still needed my help to integrate it into their lives. And that's the second half of the equation. That is the part they cannot do on their own, and that leaves me plenty to work with, more than enough, even if I give them the first half, the psychoeducational component, for free. Thus was born the genre I've dubbed quasi-therapeutic video. Quasi means almost, so quasi in the sense of almost therapy, as in, as close as I can get without you actually being in the room with me. So that is really the big difference. You can hop on my site and peruse any video from the menu and learn almost exactly what it's going to be like without signing up for anything. And if you like what you see, then you can contact me and we can get rolling on the rest of the equation, integrating these strategies and custom fitting them for your life. Any doubt about what I'm saying? Well, just hop right on over to my video page and begin enjoying the VQT experience immediately, and you be the judge yourself. No signing up, no information to divulge, no payment, no paywall to get past, no assessment, no nothing on your part until you are completely sure you want to proceed, and you know, as almost, or as quasi, as I can explain it, just what you're signing up for. So, what are you waiting for? See you on the quasi side.